Greetings, sending you also warm, positive vibrations. This is Body Culinary, and today I'm going to be using some black tea to rinse my hair. So I'm doing a lot of tea rinses and using things from the garden to luxuriate in. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'm also going to be announcing the winners of the 2000K giveaway. So that's actually pretty exciting. And also, I'm going to be combining just a couple of my locks. I don't have a lot because I have very fine hair. So if you're interested in this kind of content, stay tuned. If you're new, welcome. I'm Body Culinary professional chef, personal trainer, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. And on this channel, I love to share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, as well as encouragement to celebrate what it is, the divine features that you have been divinely assigned, celebrating them, being creative. You may have the kind of hair that never comes out like it does on the tutorials that you see, and it may be very fine and delicate, and you want to see what can this unique DNA marker, what can it do? I also love to share encouragement to three lifestyle practices, and they are the simple lifestyle practices, leveraged activities that we all have access to. And you may hear my bunnies in the background. They don't make noise, but they like to get to jumping and doing zoomies. So those three lifestyle practices are peaceful consumption, basically pause on the labels, food that loves you back, food that your cells can recognize, that doesn't deposit a whole lot of waste on your waistline, that contributes to your vitality and to your longevity, food that is kind and gentle and loving to your colon, to your skin, to your eyes, to your arteries, to your cardiac muscle. So that's the litmus test I love to use. You're welcome to engage. The other lifestyle practices are garden therapy and a personal movement practice. So in that vein, you're welcome to come along if you're interested in that kind of content. A good use of this channel perhaps is for those folks that are looking for positive, proactive support around specific activities. I invite you to replay these videos while you're decluttering, while you're cutting your fruits and vegetables, and perhaps while you're stretching on your mat. You can give yourself permission, and you have some good company to get into those really leverage activities. So for those folks that are interested in the Fit Flower coaching and community, feel free to reach out to me. The contact information is there, info@body-culinary.com. So that's meeting every week, sharing your food. If you're interested in overhauling your food, more so for a lifestyle, focus on whole, fresh living, unprocessed food. So that's this Fit Flower coaching and community. You can reach out for me if you'd like an application to be a part of that, to see if that is indeed a good fit for you. If you're interested in a guide to living with whole, fresh, unprocessed foods as a lifestyle, that's something I've been doing for many years, well over a decade. Feel free to reach out and download on the website Whole Living Foods in the Hood with menus to fit your budget. There you'll find all different types of menus and shops, whether it's the food co-op, the farmer's market, the Caribbean fruit stand. Even on the fly, this lifestyle is really enjoyable and it's very flexible. If you have a lot of acne, feel free to check out Natural Beauty No Products. I'm putting food primarily, that's the primary product, inside internally. And that's also what I'm putting on my hair and skin. So there's also a video on this channel called the Afro Locs or Freedom Hair regimen. Everybody is welcome to wear your hair however you like. However, you might have delicate hair that just can't take all of that handling, and maybe perhaps you're just looking for some ease and some acceptance and really working with what you got. So there's a challenge on this video, on this channel, and you may want to take on that challenge, and I'll be sharing what I am using. That's what we're going to get in today. So let me first say, hope your day is off to a great start. And I wanted to announce the winners. The winners of this particular challenge, and I see one of them on right now, is Queen Ra and Fully Nicole. So one of you is going to receive one of my favorite things, is riding a bicycle. So it's the Kente bicycle seat cover, and also one of my favorite tools is the plant milk bag. And it's a really sturdy plant milk bag. I use it for sprouting, for making live food cheeses, for making really smooth milks. The texture of your food and the flavor balance and makes a real difference in your enjoyment. So that is going to be going out to to Queen Ra. One is going to go to Queen Ra, and one is going to go to Fully Nicole. So congratulations. That's all in the effort of creating positive community, in particular community in the sense that coming together around leverage activities, right? So greetings, Queen Rod, Carolyn Shepherd, shout out to Fully, Nicole, and all you folks that come and tune in. So with that out of the way, right, over in this little, this is a little teeny tiny corner of the internet into radical self-acceptance, really getting comfortable in our skin. I have made a choice to prioritize health and confidence over beauty. Some people say, "Oh, you're beautiful." I get it. I get that point. I get that perspective. However, the moving goalpost of beauty that somebody's making up at random, I would say it's lending itself to a lot of wasted products and contributing to a lot of emotional, mental instability. So I've decided to take that off the table. And I decide it's the health and the confidence. That is what no one can take away from you. You are so welcome, Queen Ra. You said you never won anything? Oh my goodness, well now you have. That's for showing up and subscribing and participating. We can't get any kind of results in life if we're just standing around commenting, being very fearful, and not engaging and participating. So please reach out and send me your mailing address so that can be mailed off to you, and I'll let you know as soon as it goes out. All right, folks. So yeah, thank you so much, Carolyn. So Carolyn, participate this time around because there's going to be another giveaway coming out. I'll be sharing some things that I really enjoy with my lifestyle. So today, right, we're keeping it real simple over here. This is what's going on with the hair. So I can see I did some rinsing maybe a day or two ago as I've been in the garden, and I also wanted to point out something that I hope you can see. So this is what the hair is doing. Been massaging it. And so there was a channel I used to watch a lot. Now she has Locs called water washing. And I rinse a lot with water and teas. And so I like to feel this sister, she had this Afro woman, she had some really nice condition to her hair. And it even looked almost shiny. And it was from the sebum in her hair. So the wonderful thing with leaving your hair like this and massaging it, you can start to really, instead of intellectualizing about your hair, you can really just feel it, right? And sometimes this may not be you. Anything I said that doesn't resonate, please respectfully leave it right here. Sometimes we can have a bit of anxiety about our hair. We don't know what it's going to look like. I didn't know what my hair was going to look like if I allowed it to combine, and if I used to twist it, not tight, but I used to twist it, and I decided to let all of that go. So there's no products, there's nothing in it. Scalp feels nice and clean. I think sometimes maybe perhaps between the water and the area where I am, I think it's hard water. So I haven't figured out how to make distilled water in that sense, although I am the person, you'll see that in Natural Beauty, No Products, to put juices and fruit and all that stuff in my hair. Now, I put more different fruit mixture concoctions in my hair when it was loose natural. So everything will get caught in this hair. So now I use nopales. There's a nopales video on this channel. I use aloe. You should find a video for that on this channel. And I use lots of teas. So today, I'm going to be using a black tea rinse. So this is so simple. It's so inexpensive. It's simply black tea. I also use some thyme. So I made that tea just a bit ago and I let it cool. And there's also, let me see if I can find, because people ask me, what tea did you use? What tea? This tea was so inexpensive. This was just like a regular black tea, right? The black tea bag. So inexpensive, right? So accessible. Also, what I like to use in lieu of rose water. I like to, I use the nopales, which I really love the nopales, and something else I'm going to be using more regularly, which is fenugreek. So we'll come back to that later. So that feels really good. Here come the bunnies. Here y'all come, starting busting stuff down. Kitty Cool and Magical. What are y'all doing today, man? Are y'all going to come and show y'all a little behind? Come over here. Are you going to come over and say hi? Say hi, Magical. Hi, baby. Say hi. This is Peaceful Magical. They're always pulling stuff down, right? These are the favorite. If you want some healthy eating buddies, honey, get you some bunnies. But well, let me not tell you to get bunnies. They're a lot of work. They're not like dogs and cats. They can be a lot of work, especially if you don't have a big space. And I free roam these bunnies, so that's why sometimes you'll hear them sometimes pulling stuff down. They're very curious and they get into a lot. They're very relaxed. So this is magical. She was tiny before, but she's gaining. And then I also have Kitty Cool. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the African animation cartoon called Kitty Cool. It is absolutely excellent. You can find it on YouTube and you want to look for it with English translations. So let's see what y'all getting into. All right. So we're going to be using black tea today. And I also wanted to mention combining locs. So there we go. There we go. Don't go into the compost. No, magical. I don't want to have to put y'all over there. Stay out. You just ate. You just had all of that bok choy. No, no, no. There they go. They eat all day. So what was I saying before the rabbits interrupted me? So I was going to mention combining locks. So I don't twist. My hair is very, very fine. So I have 33 locks. And in feeling my hair all the time, right, as it matures, right, these were fluffy. So if you have fine locks, these are very fluffy locks. My hair is not dense. So this is matured, right? This is matured. So look at the difference. There's a big difference when you leave the hair alone if your hair is very fine. I find you can feel around your hair and you can start to feel as it matures, like, you can feel if it needs a stronger base. So maybe if I was twisting, I would have twisted them together. So I think the twisting, I found like this is more ideal in terms of a strong base for this hair. So yeah, I can feel like these are all teeny tiny and it just feels really, really, it feels good. It feels stable. So a lot of times I like to think of what do I need my body to do for me 10, 20, 30 years? What's going to happen with my hair? I can't predict it, but I can feel that I do want a strong base. My hair does grow away from the lock. In the past, I've just taken, if it's a little tuft of hair coming out, like, and I'll just poke it, I'll stick it in. Nothing complicated. I'm really with ease. Greetings, Rhonda. Greetings. So that's all I've really been doing. And after a while, the hair kind of gets trained. So it's not so much of it growing out of the root, out of it grows out of the lock, but somehow most of it is trained. I also noticed the more I kind of just feel my hair and leave it alone, it's kind of looks like there's a little gray in there. It's kind of like its natural little curl around here. So, it's interesting to listen to your internal dialogue or criticisms, program criticisms about, ooh, I need to change. I need to do that. So just to go along for the ride. So that's it. They're pretty much trained and this is where they're going. So as I feel around in the hair, all of my hair is pretty much flat. Maybe these feel a little more dense. These would be Congo natis for me. That's as big as it's going to get. I could feel there are a couple of them that feel like over time it's flat and it's full. Trying to work with the lighting here, but I could feel it could use another. It'll fare well if I let it combine. So I'm not going to twist. So here's what I'm doing. So there's 33. So I'm going to take away of two, get rid of or combine two more of the locks. So rather than using a rubber band, which I tried a long time ago, those in this heat can melt into the hair, especially if you're oiling your hair and you're in a hot climate. I'm in a hot climate. So I found the rubber bands and coconut oil would melt into my hair. And that is like, it's kind of like makes me very anxious when it's stuck in my hair and I can't get it out. So I'm just taking two of these over here. They're really flat. Let's see if you can see. See, my hair is like flat. Now you can really see that they're flat. So the base, it being puffy, I really feel like that keeps it stronger. So this one, I think I'm going to let it combine these two here so it can feel like it's a stronger base. So rather than putting a rubber band, I'm not going to twist at all. These are really, really fine. I used to use these as ponytail holders, but you want to be very careful because you can put indentations into your hair. So if you have very fine hair, I still love to wear beads and shells and shake them all over the place. However, I find it will weaken your lock. So there's some slightly different nuances when you have really fine, delicate hair. So this is not going to squeeze the hair at all. This is so loose on it. It's actually really, really loose. All this is going to do is keep it together a little bit. And this hair texture, it actually locks pretty easily. All I have to do, all this is doing is joining it together, or actually just holding together. And when I go to wash it, it's just gonna mesh. 1, 2, 3. I have no problems with the hair locking. So they're just like 2 of them. So let's see if I can find where the other one is. And so this is the other one. That's all this is so loose. As soon as I go to wash my hair, it's going to join together very, very easily. So I'm not putting any fine rubber bands. Fine rubber bands will put indentations in your hair, and it will definitely cause weak spots if you have very, very fine hair. That's one of the reasons why my hair is flat, is because it's so fine that as the locks mature and they get more mesh. So like, let's say the one time I did on the Afro Flower Challenge when we started it, is one lock that I got really scissor happy. It's the shortest lock. So that is what I'm using as a marker for the Afro Flower Challenge. It's over here oh, here it is. So now this is mature. I can see what a mature lock is going to look like. So I don't have any dye or whatever in my hair. I don't intend on dyeing it. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to embracing it. So I've trimmed all of my hair several times. This is the one I cut the shortest. So this is the marker for the Afro Flower Challenge. Just going along for the ride to see what our hair will do. So now that will give me, I think now, 30 or 31 locks. I don't really care about the number being odd or even. My concern is just that they have a really spongy and it's not going to be super dense, but just a strong base. I can feel intuitively, if I would have twisted these, and I've cut these several times, this would be very, very weak. So that's all I'm doing. I mean, I'm into easy, breezy ease. I'm not doing all of that stuff. I'm not. I look forward to just putting the food on the inside. That is my products, and putting food on my face. So I'm into face massage, breast massage, which I recommend folks do on a daily basis. And we talk about that also inside Flower Fit, which you are welcome to come over Monday through Thursday. Let's see. So the time now is 5:15 in the morning. It's 5 o'clock, 5 to 5, excuse me. It's 5 a.m. So you have enough time to prepare some healthy food and get out the door. It's 5 o'clock to 5:40, yes, Eastern Standard Time, right? So I'm 2 hours different. So that means I'm getting up a lot earlier. It's hit it and quit it. It's done. Done, finish on the weekend. If you want to do your recovery, let's say if you want to do walking, your corrective exercise, your yoga, but that's getting into a daily movement practice. So if you want some company, you're welcome to take class, and you're also welcome to get an application, request an application for the Fit Flower ongoing coaching and community. That's live foods, that's a movement practice, and it is starting your garden. So it's not just coming together to chit chat. We got enough of that on YouTube. If we're going to chit chat, it's got to be while we're getting a gardening manicure with our hands inside the soil. So you're in Cali, that's 2 a.m. So see, I moved the time down, Queen Ra. Anidra Anderson. Hey, Anidra. So oh, thank you so much. Right back at you, Kanene. So if you sent me something, if I didn't get it, the email is info@body-culinary.com. And actually, you can also look on Facebook. I'm Kwasapeacefull Eating. There's also a Body Culinary page on Facebook. And there's also a link to Holistic Fit Community. So there's the one is international and just a regular domestic United States Holistic Fit. You should be able to get the application right there. There's like a Google Doc. You can get the application right there on Holistic Fit. If you can't find it, just send me an application, and then we can see if it's a good match. It's ongoing. So it's life coaching, support in making good decisions. I don't tell folks what to do. And a lot of the lifestyle practices actually help us to get really clear, right? A clear mind goes a long way in supporting you to make good, life-affirming decisions for yourself, especially for my young flowers. Okay, you filled it out? Okay, let me go look for it. Let me go look. So if you can get up, you can hang, because I'm an early riser. I've done all different types of careers where I had to get up early and be to the airport, or be working with certain chefs. So I don't have a problem getting up early, especially when it's for me. That's also when we do cocoon. It's going to be a time we go into the cocoon where there's periods of time we go to bed really, really early. So people looking for you, you somewhere in your cocoon resting so you can get up early to attend to yourself. If we're saying we don't have enough time for a breast massage, which takes a couple of minutes, if we don't have enough time for our movement practice and to make healthy food, there's something that we could readjust it because this is a priority. That old narrative of taking care of everybody, not taking care of yourself. I don't know. I'm not wearing. Y'all can have that label, mule and martyr. Y'all can have that back. I'm not interested. Your 401k of your body, your health, and your longevity. If you're not investing, you're going to pay up front or you're going to pay in the end. And there are different types of conditions that are coming for us. If we have overabundance of years of recreational eating substances masquerading as food, if we have a lot of toxic relating, we can remove ourselves now. And kind of think of it like this: your energy and your attention, you have a currency. And so perhaps like redistributing how you're spending that very valuable currency. You can prioritize with the early morning hours, getting your movement practice on, preparing your healthy food, regular relaxation, starting your garden, which is relaxation and food security. Plus, for anyone endeavoring to release unhealthy adipose tissue, the technical term for fatty tissue, your body knows how to release it when we stop putting unnatural things in it. It just becomes a natural no-brainer. So I say it's worth it to get up early. The early day is the best part of the day. So everyone has 24 hours. It's just about how you get to decide your schedule. No one decides on your schedule with you. If you have perhaps an occupation where you have a reverse occupation where you're, let's say, for example, working the night shift, then it really means prioritizing and restructuring your day to make it work for you. That's what we got. That's what we have to work with. So I found that taking hair off the table so I don't have to worry about it, even starting a garden, it seems like it's so much work. Initially, just like starting a new business, the systems may be tedious to put into place, but once you have those systems put into place, it's going to multiply. It's a great investment. So it's up to us to determine if we have asset activities or liability activities. Are the activities with the hours, maybe perhaps those 8 hours that are not working and sleeping, the 8 hours that we have allotted to us, do we have them full of leverage activities where you're getting more back for the investment of your time and for your attention? So this is going to be quick and easy. So I don't have any shower videos, anything like that, because this is going to be real simple. I'm going to take the tea and I'm going to dip my hair inside of the tea. And that's going to be my rinse. And I'm going to use, some plastic bags that I have left over. Some of these bags are supposed to be recyclable. I don't know about that. But they say they're recyclable. I like the cloth bag. But in any event, in order not to waste and recycle them, I'm going to douse my hair inside of the tea. And I'm going to let that sit while I go and luxuriate in a shower meditation. And just the two, again, that I'm combining, this is it. So again, my hair is flat and I'm going along. You see how flat that is? I can really see it now that it has matured. So there's just a couple of them. I want them to have a stronger base. I'm just putting one in, and this is not the rubber band. This is cloth, and it is not pinching. So the other day I had made a little vintage style, and before I rinsed it, I wanted to do this before I rinsed it. So I used 2 hairpins, and this is for those folks endeavoring to wear some of these cute styles. There are some things supposed to be mindful of if you have very fine hair. It's hairpins or anything that pinches the hair. I feel a deep indentation from a hairpin. So again, the fluffiness is what makes the hair appear fuller, which is why I like to embrace the fluff. So I can feel the 2 hairpins left a deep indentation, almost like flatten out my locks. So that's like a weak spot. Probably can't even see it in there, but I can feel. So I'm like, that's no bueno. So it goes without saying, I will not be putting hairpins in like that again, because it's like compact and made like a line in here. So these are things we want to be mindful of, right? Before we damage the hair. So hopefully when I rinse it, it will fluff back out. But that's not ideal for very, very fine hair. So I'm going to wash it, massage it. I can feel the sebum when the water is, the temperature is hotter. And then I rinse with some cool hair. And believe it or not, we do have a type of sheen to our hair. It just doesn't reflect light like some of our vanilla counterparts. So that's what's going on here. I just wanted to check in with you to just tell you again, congratulations again to Fully Nicole and to Queen Ra. Again, please get me your addresses so that I can send those items off to you so that you can enjoy them, put them on your bicycle seat and take a picture. Share so we can share it with the community. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the workout. Also, you will let me know if you have any kinds of injuries or any concerns to make sure that you can stay safe during our movement practice. So again, so Eastern Standard Time, that's 5 to 5:40 in the early day. So do avail yourself of whole living foods in the hood. The menus to fit your budget. Also, Natural Beauty, no products. I look forward to seeing you inside of Fit Flower and Flower Fit coaching and community come together around specific activities, right? Because it's such a different vibe, to have people in the garden with you. And you may need to do that virtually if you can't get over here. I think y'all let me know if you're interested. I went to an agricultural expo. The agricultural expo has been canceled for 2 years due to the whole so-and-so pandemic that's been going on. So I was really excited. It's not the same exact expo. I like tractors and flowers. So I just came from the agricultural expo. So I did post one pic on Body-Culinary on Instagram. Y'all let me know if you're interested. There is a video of the last agricultural expo that was here. If you're interested in seeing, for my chocolate lovers out there, what fresh cacao and fresh chocolate looks like still inside the fruit. I'm always looking to see what's innovative there in terms of planting, seeing sugarcane production, rice producers, banana producers are there. A lot of these foods we take for granted, which is why I'm so big on, a big part of our health is planting something and growing something that you're going to eat, which is also a natural part of fitness, as well as everywhere in your area, everyone has some type of food that is produced. Mother Nature is usually going to give you something to eat. She's going to give you a treat, and she's going to give you something to clean you out, even in the colder environments. So to get out and talk to, I'm always going to the market, and I like to get there early in the wee hours, and farmers wind up putting things aside for me. I actually keep farmers' numbers in my Rolodex, because if they're growing all that food, they have to move it and sell it. So should there be an emergency, you can come drop that stuff right off to me to supplement what I have in my garden. And I don't have a problem in really supporting farmers. I don't want that food to go to waste, because I'll eat it, because I consume whole, fresh, living, unprocessed foods as a lifestyle. So we go through a lot of produce. Then we have good compost. I also on Kwasa with a K, Peaceful Eating, on TikTok. You're welcome to go over there and subscribe. I'm posting, so they're not super long because I only have so much time and I need to get out into the garden right now. I'm posting some of what I'm doing in the garden. So we completed in the last couple of weeks a worm hotel, if you will. And now we just made another big bin, because in case you didn't know, worm castings are black gold for the garden. And so we have the rabbits who give us their poop, which is cold manure. Look it up. And we'll be talking about that more on our other platforms. We have a nice safe space to connect. So, and soon, one of my homies I like to roll with will be going down south to harvest a bunch of seaweed, which we're going to mulch. I'm going to mulch it directly into the garden. This is my kind of fun. I saw the tractor. It looked amazing. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Think about it. Listen, Afronomics here. Let's put on our Afro-flowernomics hat. Go with me. If we just had to run a tab on the amount of money, and I don't have a problem with luxuriating, but also my younger flowers, even my seasoned flowers, if we have to look back and look at the amount of products and plastic that went in the garbage, the amount of clothes that went, all the fast fashion, there's trillions of tons that goes in the garbage. Do you realize that that's land? That's land. That's a garden, right? that's where many of us, if we may not be able to get into the housing market in a certain kind of way, I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to talk about everything on YouTube. That's land. And so with land, and depending on how much land you have, how are you going to turn all that soil? So even a small garden can be a lot of work. So these are just some things to consider, some other things to consider in terms of your economics and your resources. How, right? This is one thing. And shout out to my vanilla folks and my Asian folks that come on this channel, because I have all kinds of friends and connections, right? But with this Afrofloweronomics, right? If you have this unique genetic DNA marker, this is a whole economy for what is going out of our pockets, which you had to trade off time, energy, resources, car fare, and time to go get all these hair bobbles and conditioners and dyes. How much of that resource, how much is it being recycled several times in the community? How many times? Look it up. Look up Black Powernomics. Economist Claude Anderson speaks about this, right? And some of our other counterparts, their communities, the dollar keeps circulating back in their communities, right? Because they have cultural and eating practices that they share, right? So with us, just think about it. Go with me here. If everybody's got a garden and Queen Ra shares some of her aloe and Carolyn shares some of her nopales and all my tomatoes are finished, but Andira has some more tomatoes over at her place. And let's say we've got such an abundance that we're making different herbal elixirs and we're moving it back and forth. It has such a reputation that we start selling it. And these are cultural practices that we have around keeping ourselves healthy and sharing our tradition of what we use for our menses and what we use, concoctions and elixirs we use for our breast massage. Afrofloweronomics. Y'all let me know if you're interested, because I'm 2 steps from a conference. 2 steps from a conference really celebrating my favorite things. African dance, capoeira, being in the garden, talking about compost. This to me is my lifestyle. This is my lifestyle. It's a simple lifestyle. I've had folks say, oh, I wish I could do that. I started out in an apartment in New York City in BK. So if you really want to do something, you can do it. Maybe you need some encouragement, right? But it really starts with a decision and a desire. What'd you say, Queen Ron? I cried when I saw how much I've been spending. I've cut off a lot of stuff due to your channel. Thank you. I'm saying for big life change. Good for you, child. Listen, come into Fit Flower community, because we can have some conversations. I'm not having all these conversations out here. It's like having certain intimate conversations out in the open on YouTube. The climate is not really for me, but you might want to watch those flights for, and I know how I've worked in the travel industry, for those inexpensive flights, and come on down. I'm child friendly. I'm a mother. So you might want to come down, have some other conversations, visit some waterfalls, spend some time in the garden. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I love luxuriating. I've got other things to do with my time. We've got other things to do with our time. That's why I say cocoon. Where did all those Afro, where did they go? I can't find them. They're not available. Because we'd be somewhere minding our own beeswax in our garden, having certain conversations, taking certain actions. So a lot of this is going to require relaxation and calm. I'm telling you. Relaxation and calm. And I'll also say, I invite you to so much information on the internet. And I will say this. A lot of folks are looking to certain stuff I don't want to say on the States, but perhaps we'll talk about it in Fit Flower. And maybe perhaps y'all let me know if you're interested in a workshop on traveling, perhaps relocating, because there are a lot of things that we cannot see through these screens. And so I invite you, even if you don't move per se, you can create networks, right? You can create relationship with folks. This requires us just thinking bigger, but it's so much distraction. And there's nothing wrong if you live inside the States. Again, just like Mother Nature gives you a food to eat in every environment. Well, if you got your network in Africa to get your shea butter and your black soap, and you've got your network in the States for certain kinds of items that are not overseas and you've got your network throughout the United States, you can create more. So it's Kuumba is creativity, right? That's a principle, creativity and expanding. You know, it's like you're going to expand likely. Shout out to those of you that are in a nutritional reset. If you're interested in doing a nutritional reset, reach out. Check it out on body-culinary.com. You'll get a menu and you will get recipes, right? Which can really, this can shorten your learning curve. You ain't got to buy 20 million supplements and all of these tofu and processed food. You can, but perhaps you can shorten your learning curve. Queen Ra, would you say I pay for a consult? You have a lot of questions. Hit me up, Ra, if you have a lot of questions. And for anyone else that's interested, perhaps I'll open that up in a workshop that will be on a private platform. So I will share the link to that platform. If you are on the mailing list, if you request an application, if you're part of the Fit Flower community. So we can create, who has it in your best interest to create a prescription for your healing that is not compromised by cults, charlatans, poverty pimps, folks looking to pander you products, etc. It's you. It's you. And even if you think you don't know everything to do, if you get relaxed and you get quiet with your lifestyle practices, you can get a focus so we're not all over the place. If you get some sleep, even if it's not 8 hours, 6 hours, whatever quality sleep. If you get some good nutrition on a regular basis, I'm talking from whole, fresh, unprocessed foods with loads of greens, it's going to go a long way. I know this may sound a way, but many of us not eating, taking our brains into consideration. While we think we can have sharp, effective thinking and reasoning and problem solving without eating high octane fuel designed for the brain. If we're eating all these substances masquerading as food, why would we expect to be really sharp in our decision making? And also to have lots of B vitamins, which we're excreting all the time when under stress, even mental stress. So the whole, fresh, living, unprocessed foods, it's a lifestyle of not putting a whole lot of waste on your waist and clogging up our arteries, because all that stuff takes a lot of energy. It's going to dull us down and weigh us down. And without making ourselves bad or wrong, a lot of time we're using these substances, even food, to self-medicate, right? Like a pacifier to self-soothe. So I'm not there with you. We don't need one more thing to divide us, like a food label. I'm a this, I'm a vegan, I'm a vegetarian. This is your personal journey. So wherever you are is not bad or wrong. Only you can touch your waistline or determine your elimination or your body odor, your energy level, and determine, is there something else that I could be doing to continually upgrade, right? So reach out on body-culinary.com if you're interested in coaching. Feel free to reach out. So folks have been asking. I didn't forget about anybody. It's just like, I've got the bunnies, I've got the garden, I've got all this other stuff. And it'd be wonderful to share this stuff with some more folks if it is a good fit. So I'm going to run out of here. I'm inviting you all to create a great day on purpose. There will be another giveaway. It's going to be a really nice one. It's going to get bigger and bigger. The vision is getting bigger and bigger. So if you're subscribed on social media, if you find value in the content, feel free to do so. Kwasa with a K, Peaceful Eating on TikTok, and on Body-Culinary on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and something else. And tag 3 people. Share some folks that you think sincerely could benefit with some comprehensive education and some simple just support. We have options, we have choices for how we want to use our time. Maybe somebody's interested in seeing what their natural hair could do, because that's what I'm doing over here. So I don't have to be afraid of getting into the waterfalls or going to the river or getting sweaty when I'm exercising. And I'm actually just getting more and more creative with styles that take like 2 minutes. Don't have to worry about it drying. So this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. So we'll connect, Queen Wara. Congratulations on winning. Y'all create a great day on purpose. Subscribe to the channel, comment respectfully, and y'all create a great day. See you soon.